So we're moving into polygons, and polygons, welcome back to 10.4, are triangles and quadrilaterals are types of polygons. So a polygon is a plane shape consisting of a finite number of lines. So that just means it could be 4, right? That's 4 lines, could be 3 lines, and it could be more, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the line segments are called its sides, and the points where they meet are vertices or vertex of the polygon. So let's look at some. So triangles have 3 sides, which we know. Quadrilaterals with 4 sides quadrilaterals have 4. Pentagons have 5. Hexagons have 6. Octagons have 8. And we can look at these examples. Now on the right here, these are our polygons. These are all polygons. The next slide tells you about the difference between the two inside, And if we don't know how many sides, we just say it's an n-gon because the suffix there is gon. So a 13-sided polygon would be a 13-gon. So poly means many, gon means angles. So these are many angles. And the prefixes and the suffixes make sense. You know, penta means 5, hexa means 6, and so on. We could call a triangle a trigon, a quadrilateral a quadgon, but we don't really use those conventionally. Now, what's the difference here? A regular polygon has sides of the same length. So on the left here, you're going to see your regular polygon. So this still has 8 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but not all equal. But this one has all equal and 8 sides. So that's the difference between a regular polygon and just a polygon. Now, a Venn diagram is a diagram that uses ovals to show how certain sets or categories are related, and a set is a collection of things. Now, we're going to use Venn diagrams to help us explain all these different shapes that we've defined. But first, let's make sense of a Venn diagram. So, overlapping Venn diagrams relate 2 sets. So this is relating the set of mammals and the set of animals with 4 legs. And this overlapping region here, right, this right here, is telling us, hey, it's a mammal with 4 legs. They overlap in the categories. And we don't have to just use it in math, right? You can see it in other categories as well. If we're talking about, characters in a novel, we've got the attributes that they have separately, and then these are the common attributes. Now, do all Venn diagrams have to overlap? No. Sometimes they can be completely separate. Children who identify as boys and children who identify as girls, those are separate if we're just talking about that. Or they can nest into each other. All whole numbers are rational numbers, so they nest inside. And those can be a little tricky, and we're going to do a little bit more. And we can also complicate it even more by having 3 or more sets, and that's what we're going to look at. Lots of different overlapping things that are separate. So the chart shows the most popular vacation destinations booked at a certain travel agency. Use the Venn diagram to indicate in which region Key West belongs. All right, so let's first investigate it. This circle is 2003, 2004, 2005. So we want to know where Key West is. So let's find Key West. I don't see it in 2003. I see it in 2004, and I see it in 2005. So we're looking for the region that overlaps 2004 and 2005, but not 2003. So this is 2004, and this is 2005. So these 3 sections, 1, 2, 3, all overlap. Oop, not that one, right? This one does not overlap 2004, just these 2 sections. Now, what's the difference between these 2 sections, this one or this one? Well, this one also is 2003, and we don't want that. We just want the overlap between 2004, so it's this section right here. It's region 6. Let's get really complicated. This example is a little bit nuts, but we're going to do it. So we've got a set of students that are earning points, and we're going to see the overlap here. So A is the set of students who earned at least 50 points. This is at least 50. B is the set that earned at least 30 silver. And then C is the set who won less than 15 bronze. Okay. Which student should be in region 1? Okay, let's make sense of region 1. Well, that has A only. So we're looking at, okay, which student won at least 50 points, but not at least 30 silver and not less than 50. So let's start with at least 50 points. So I'm going to look over here. So it could be Jennifer. It could be Anna. It could be David. And it could be Sarah. They all earned at least 50 points. But now we need to take out some things because region 1 does not include those other 2 categories. So I'm going to cross out anyone that earned at least 30 silver. So at least 30 silver, I'm going to cross out Jennifer. I'm not going to cross out Anna. I'm not going to cross out David. I'm going to cross out Sarah. So now, who won less than 15? So we're looking at these guys. So David got more than 15. So who won less than 15? Excuse me. So we're crossing out anyone who won less than 15. So we would keep David. All right. Which student should be in region 2? Region 2 is right here. Now that is the overlap of this circle and this circle. So at least 50 points, at least 30 silver, but did not win less than 15. So you could say more than 15. So we're still talking about at least 50. So we can use those same students from before. We know it's not David. We know he's in region 1, not region 2. So who also won at least 30 silver? So we're looking at these people here, and I'm just going to make my life easy. We're looking at those. We're not looking at David. So who won at least 30 silver? Jennifer, not Anna, and Sarah. So now we want to cross off anyone who won less than 15. So that's going to be Jennifer. So we know that this must be Sarah. What student should be in region 3? So region 3 is not, we gotta start over here. Region 3 is just at least 30 silver. So who won at least 30 silver? So we've got Jennifer, Matthew, Tyla, and Sarah. So we've got Jennifer, Matthew, Tyla, and Sarah. Now we know that it's not Sarah because she's in the other region. So that's nice. But we know that they cannot have earned at least 50 points. Well, we know that Jennifer did because she's been in the other one. So we're really just looking at the difference between Matthew and Tyla. We need someone who did not win less than 15. So let's extend these a little bit more. Someone who did not win. So we're looking at Matthew and Tyla. Who won more than 15 bronze? Matthew. So that means it's Matthew. All right, let's look at region 4 here. So region 4 is the overlap of this blue at least 50. So we're looking at least 50. And where does it overlap? It overlaps with this black circle here. It's kind of closed into that region, but it doesn't include that pink circle. So we're talking about C, which is at least 15. So who won at least 50? So we're back to that first group, JADS, and we know it's not D. We already used him and we already used Sarah. So now let's look between Jennifer and Anna. So that's really all we have to look at here, Jennifer and Anna. Who fits that criteria? Who won at least 50? So we know they both won at least 50. Who won more than 15 bronze? Well, we know that they both won less. That's how they're in this category. So who did not win at least 30 silver? And that would be Anna. Anna did not win at least 30 silver. So that means that's Anna. All right, now let's look at region 5. So that includes all 3 circles. We're getting the C circle, the black circle, the pink circle, and the blue circle. So who's got all 3 of these conditions? So we know that we've got Jennifer, Anna, David, and Sarah all had at least 50, and we've accounted for all of them. And so Jennifer finally gets her turn. She's all 3. Which student should be in region 6? So region 6 is over here. It's enclosed by the C black circle. So we know that it has less than 15 bronze, and it is enclosed by the at least 30, but doesn't get included in that at least 50. So what students have at least 30 silver? So Jennifer, Matthew, Tyla, and Sarah. Jennifer, Matthew, Tyla, and Sarah. Now we know it's not Jennifer, and we know it's not Matthew, and we know it's not Sarah, so it has to be Tyla because she's the only one of these that is not included in this category here. So it must be Tyla. And then let's look at 7. So when we look at 7, which region should be in this here? So this region is just C. It's not included in that A circle, and it's not included in that B circle. So we're just talking about less than 15 bronze. Oops, thought that was there. We're just, ooh, my goodness. We're just talking about less than 15 bronze. So less than 15 bronze, less than 15 bronze. We're just looking at these people here. And we want to cross off anybody, so we're looking at Jennifer, Tyla, Charlie, and Anna. And we know that Anna's in another one, Jennifer's in another one, Tyla's in another one, so we must be left with Charlie. Whew, that one was a long example. Go ahead and give this simpler one a try. Press play when you're ready to see the solution. And we'll continue back in section 10.4.